All right, so today we're going to go over the proper hand washing technique. It's something we do every day, but we might not always do it correctly or when we should. Um, and especially in a clinical setting that we're in, seem to get busy or overlook because we're not doing bodily fluids or messing with bodily fluids as much as someone in a hospital. So here is a pictorial chart with written words. We can hang it by the sink, which is show them. And it just goes step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just 6 easy steps. The first step is, of course, wet your hands with running water, warm or cold. Then you will apply soap to a cupped hand and lather well. Your next step is rub your hands palm to palm vigorously. You're going to also scrub all surfaces, which includes the backs of your hands, wrists, between all fingers, and under all fingernails for a minimum of 20 seconds.
How do I know that I'm rubbing for 20 seconds?
I've heard that if you sing happy birthday, it would be equivalent to 20 seconds.
That's perfect. Yeah, I've heard happy birthday, and that's a good suggestion. So just sing happy birthday. And if you're unsure, maybe you're a fast singer, sing it twice. It's not going to hurt to wash it too long. Your next step will be rinse well while keeping hands and forearms down and elbows up. You're going to pat your hands and wrists dry with a clean towel, and then use your towel to turn off the faucet.
Silly question. What if you drop the towel?
You can use your elbows, or get a clean towel.
Okay.
But if it's not an automatic dispenser for a towel, then I would use your elbows to definitely turn it off. That's something to practice, not even in the clinical setting, like bathrooms and restaurants and movies. It's nasty. Always keep the towel to go out of the bathroom. All right, so now that we went over the steps, we're going to actually do them, put those to the test. I'm going to do it first. So if y'all want to, come over here. And we'll just put this here for y'all. We can maybe hang it up in front of the sink. I'm turning both the hot and cold on, so it's warm. I don't like cold water. But I don't want scalding hot. So I'm going to wet my hand. And then cut my hand, and then I'm going to sing happy birthday to myself. Make sure I do the backs of my palms, palm to palm, between all my fingers, my wrists, and under each nail. Right. I'm going to rinse, make sure I get my wrist and keep my hands down. And I'm going to pat. Dry. All right, who wants to go? And it might be easier for you to learn if you want to. If you want to say it out loud so you know.
Okay. So I rinsed my hands, I cupped and got some soap. Now I'm going to start rubbing the backs of my hands, my palms, all of my fingernails. And I'm going to sing happy birthday in my head. Now I'm going to rinse my hands off with my forearms down and my elbows up. I'll get a clean towel. I'll pat my hands dry. And I'll turn the water off.
Good job.
Yay! Sure.
now. I'm gonna scrub the back of my hands, the palms of my hands, and underneath of each fingernail, counting to 20 seconds or saying happy birthday.
Make sure you get your wrists also.
Oh yes, thank you.
I think people tend to forget that part. Especially if they're wearing like watches. I know
Yeah.
I do.
I'm gonna rinse with my elbows up, forearms down. Out. Pat dry. And turn off the burning hot water.
Which should be what?
Warm or cold.
That hot water works really well. All right. Is there anything that we went over that you don't normally do or you find yourself forgetting?
I would say definitely the wrists, because, you know, the watch. Because you don't really want to get your watch wet.
I don't think I consciously think about rubbing for 20 seconds and making sure I get all of, like, underneath my fingernails and stuff.
All right. Well, now that we have that down, we are going to go over when to wash our hands. Of course, do y'all have any right off the bat when you should wash your hands?
Like when you're touching food.
Yes, of course. But here is, we're going to play 3 in a row. It's kind of like bingo and tic-tac-toe mixed into one. Just different times of when you should wash your hands in a clinical setting or while we're at work, okay? The first one I'm going to pick, and let me see if you have it or not, is whenever hands feel soiled.
I have that one.
Is that what it says?
Oh, are soil.
So there's a difference. So just because you don't, you have feel?
I have feel.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
So just because you don't see it doesn't mean that they aren't soiled.
Right.
And I don't know, I've noticed when I do the 20 seconds, my hands feel,
Much
Clean.
Much
Yeah.
clean.
They definitely
Um,
feel clean.
yeah. All right, the next one. After handling any soiled items. You might not have either.
No.
Don't have that one.
Okay. What are some soiled items you would consider?
Like gloves.
Yes.
Like used gloves.
Cleaning up a patient bed.
Yep, the linens on a
The
bed
linen.
or the paper on the bed, or even after we draw their blood,
Mm-hmm.
the items on the table. After sneezing or coughing. All right. Before handling food.
Yes, before handling food. I don't really think about that sometimes.
I know.
Yeah, because you're just
After-
hungry.
yeah.
You're just ready to eat, and especially here, we eat when we can.
Whenever
Yeah.
we can, yeah.
Yeah, we don't get a 30-minute break. Before touching or encountering a patient. And I think that's hard for us because we don't always, not every patient, when we leave a patient room, we're touching a patient. So we don't wash our hands as often. So that one was before. Now let's do after contact with it. No, it's just after contact with the patient.
Dang. I
Ah,
got so
cheater,
excited. Fine.
After
Okay,
contact with what?
After contact with the patient.
Never mind. I don't have
Cheater.
I know.
Oh, wait.
I was getting all competitive over
I
here.
know. Oh.
When entering a clinical area.
I guess when we're coming into the clinic.
Yeah. Before any clean or aseptic procedure,
Not that one.
which would be, drawing labs. Before, I know we're big on the hand sanitizer, but there's also a sink right there also.
Mhm.
Hand sanitizer is good if you have to, but we also have a sink right there.
Use this one.
I'm not trying. When leaving a clinical area.
I did it. I have Bingo.
3 in a row.
Nice.
All right, let's keep going to see who can get their board covered first, just so we can go over. After we did before handling food. What's another one regarding food?
After which you really don't think about because now you're just done.
You're done, yeah.
Mhm.
Like, why would you wash your hands?
Like if they
unless you
don't
have
feel
something- yeah.
dirty, then you might not wash your hands right away.
And that's a good consideration because your next patient might have some kind of food allergy.
Yeah,
I
that's
never
true.
thought about that.